this episode, I'm gonna talk about 3 things you have to do in order to pay off your debt. Coming up. Welcome, I'm your host, Steve Penate, realtor and host of the Steve Talks Real Estate Show, where we bring you value, content, and tips, all things real estate and housing related. So on this episode, I am going to talk about a conversation I recently had with a friend of mine and a past client that talks about debt. So in the conversation, he was sharing with me his experience about what had happened since he had purchased his house, and credit card offers started coming in, and one thing led to another, and he began to respond to these credit card offers. And what happened next was he woke up 2 years later and was $30,000 in credit card debt. Now, in the conversation, he was telling me that he hadn't seen his family for a whole year, and I asked him why. He said, I've been working 2 jobs trying to pay off this debt. And I was really moved and touched about his story. So I want to talk to you about 3 takeaways that I took away based on the conversations that we had. Here we go. Number 1, commitment. He told me when he realized that he had put his family in $30,000 in credit card debt, he had to do something. He had to get committed. And you see, if you don't get committed, you won't be willing to begin the journey to paying off debt. Commitment will allow you to stay the course when things get rough. Commitment will allow you to stay the course when you wake up and you want to give up. In order to pay off your debt, you have to put your emotions aside and get committed. Number 2, plan. You have to have a plan. The best way to get a plan is to make a budget. I am telling you, when you begin your journey to pay off your debt, you will find 100 other places of where to put your money, like Starbucks, new jeans, new shoes, new Jordans, new this, new that, and stuff will once again begin to eat up the money that should be going to paying off your debt. And finally, number 3, sacrifice. And this is the one that is going to cost you the most. It's gonna cost you your emotions. It's gonna cost you time. It's gonna cost you energy, because paying off the debts you have accumulated will take sacrifices from you. There's a famous quote that says, live today like nobody else so that you can live tomorrow like nobody else. But doing this is gonna take sacrifice. Sit down and get committed. Get the plan and count the cost. What's it gonna cost you? But imagine working 2 jobs for a full year, but a lifetime of freedom. You see, too many times we focus on our present state. We want to enjoy everything today without realizing that some things are gonna cost us a lot today in order to reap the harvest tomorrow. You are gonna have to make some sacrifices, some life changes, some money spending habit changes in order to pay off your debt. What sacrifices are you gonna have to commit to in order to kill the debt that is killing you? Well, that wraps up episode number 64 of the Steve Talks Real Estate Show. I got passionate about this episode because I hate debt. Debt robs our future and oftentimes ruins households. And I want to play my part in helping you move forward in life. If there's anything I can help you out in this area, I want to put some resources in your hands. Reach out to me and we'll get connected. Keep sending in your questions and I will do my best to keep answering them. I'm believing the best is yet to come. We'll see you next time.